the meeting to order. Everyone, please rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Cedar Grove Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be advertised by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on the bulletin boards in the district, published and/or transmitted to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger newspapers, filed with the township clerk, and posted on the district's website. May I have roll call, please?
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
Mr. Mandela?
Here.
Mrs. Dye?
Here.
And Mr. Sakala?
Here. At this time, I will open the meeting to the public for comment for any item that is on the agenda. Seeing none, close that portion of the meeting. Good evening, board members.
Good evening, sir.
Do we have any committee reports this evening?
I have the APT meeting at the high school last night. So some of the things, we talked a little bit about the construction and kind of where they're at. And I know that a lot of the contractors' work started today on the field. Scholarship night will be held at the middle school on June 7th because they need, instead of the auditorium, since the auditorium's closed at this point, so that will be June 7th. The project graduation numbers are very low this year. It's like 51 students out of a class of 114 have signed up, but they will have a great time, those 51 students that go. And just something that they noted, and I've heard this around as well, is that not many people are applying for the local scholarships, which is just a shame because there's thousands of dollars and it's really restrictive free money. And so just as your child becomes a senior in the high school, make sure that they see what scholarships are available through all the associations in town and apply for those. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
I attended the recreation department. Basically, they're getting ready for the summer programs and the great summer camps. And of course, anybody is welcome to sign up for the pool this year. The sign up is open.
I never would have known by the amount of emails that I received about it.
From
I really
every
would have no
organization
idea.
in
Hurry
town.
up before they're sold out. But that's about it.
Great, thank you.
It's always about the pool.
You guys are welcome to go back.
Any further committee reports? Mrs. Dodd?
The FSA meeting at the middle school was canceled last week.
How'd they
So
bring you
nothing to
back?
report.
And South End is Thursday, so I'll be attending that on Thursday. Okay, so let's move on the agenda. From the Office of the Business Administrator and Board Secretary, under minutes, may I have a motion for items B1 through B4? B1 is a motion to approve the public and executive minutes of March 8th, 2016. B2 is a motion to approve the public and executive minutes of March 22nd, 2016. B3 is a motion to approve the treasurer's report for the month of February 2016. And B4 is a motion to approve the board secretary certification to the Board of Education pursuant to the administrative code that no line item account has encumbrances and expenditures which in total exceed the line item appropriation in violation of the code. May I have a motion for those items?
So moved?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
Mr. Mandela?
Isn't March 8th the week that Mrs. Dye were not here? Myself and Mrs. Dye.
Was that the 8th?
The March 8th.
Yeah.
Neither of you two were
Oh,
here,
then I
so that's why
abstain.
we put it back on
Oh,
this
well, then I'm
agenda.
still abstaining from B1 and yes to everything else. You can give me a heads up, thanks, instead of yelling.
Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, Mr. Mandela?
I abstain from B1 and I to B2, 3, and 4.
Okay, and Mr. Sakala?
Yes to B1, 3, and 4, but I abstain as to B2. Okay, under business, may I have a motion for items B5 through B13? B5 is a motion to retroactively approve the removal and disposal of one non-operating safe from the Cedar Grove High School storage room. B6 is a motion to approve the disposal of 2 Ariens snow blowers as set forth in that item. B7 is a motion to approve the posting of 1 Graverly ProMaster 300 sulky gas mower for sale on the NJS ASBO website. B8 is a motion to approve Lilich Corporation's change order number 1 to remove approximately 800 linear feet of glue dots on the wall in the auditorium from the Cedar Grove High School as set forth in that item. B9 is a motion to approve Hague Services Corporation to remove and reinstall 2 smoke detectors at the Cedar Grove High School auditorium prior to the removal of asbestos material in the auditorium as set forth therein. B10 is a motion to approve Ameriflex Benefit Specialist as a Cedar Grove Board of Education's COBRA administrator as set forth in that item. B11 is a motion to retroactively approve NBC Sports to use the Cedar Grove High School track on Sunday, April 3rd, as set forth in that item. B12 is a motion to approve the purchase of 1 Hikvision DS9616 NIST camera.
Sorry, we're all commenting on why would anybody want to film at the
Well,
track?
if I could just stop for a second.
Were they
They
doing
were-
a
they were-
historical piece?
Yes, they wanted the
What can
oldest
happen?
cinder track in the nation, and they found it right here in Cedar Grove, and they paid us for it. And that's a true story.
It is?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
They wanted the oldest cinder track?
That's got Dave Shoner written
There's a
all over it,
little bit
doesn't it?
of hyperbole
Oh,
hyperbole on that
that
one,
is
but they
great.
were looking for an old-looking track, run down.
We made a little money on
Yeah.
it.
Are you saying we can't redo our field because we need to keep the
Maybe
track
we
for
should keep
NBC?
it. Maybe make a few bucks.
True story.
That totally got us all.
Okay, so I
Sorry.
was talking about the Hikvision DS9616 NIST camera, and 4 Hikvision DS2CD, et cetera, cameras, and the related labor and materials to install same at the Cedar Grove High School by ACT, as set forth therein. And B13 is a motion to approve the Lockerman to electrostatically paint 325 hallway lockers at the Cedar Grove High School as set forth in that item. May I have a motion for those items, please?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion, any further discussion on the cinder
Oh my
track?
God, that was great.
Just on B12, what are these cameras doing?
Yes, we went with low light cameras. The 4 of them will be mounted outside.
Oh, these are exterior.
Yep.
Okay.
Given the installation of our new facility, we want to make sure that we have proper surveillance,
So it's on the field side.
on the field side, and 1 camera will be mounted inside.
Inside.
Inside the
Inside.
building. I don't exactly know the hallway, but there'll be one
Is it
mounted
confidential?
inside, yes. We don't want you to know where to tell them.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye? Yes. Mr. Mandela?
Aye.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
And Mr. Sakala?
Yes. May I have a motion for B14 through B23? B14 is a motion to retroactively approve BRS Incorporated to provide packing, moving, and unpacking services at the Cedar Grove High School, this is part of our referendum project. B15 is a motion to approve relocation strategy services to oversee the project and move management of the E-wing classrooms, again, part of the referendum project. B16 is a motion to approve Crossroads Pavement Maintenance LLC to install 165 linear feet of one-sided glue rail on the loading dock area at Cedar Grove High School, as set forth in that item. This was recommended by our liability insurance carrier. B17 is a motion to retroactively accept the $800 donation from the Memorial Middle School FSA to be used toward the purchase of 1 3D printer. B18 is a motion to approve the donation of 2 glucagon emergency kits from the Medicine Shop pharmacist, valued at approximately $400. B19 is a motion to accept the donation from the Memorial Middle School FSA, including patio umbrellas and bases, park benches, and a folding machine with an approximate value of $2,020.
Where's that going?
B20 is a motion to approve the Essex Regional Services Commission to provide IDEA services to classified students attending the non-public school St. Catherine's for the 2016-2017 school year. B21 is a motion to approve the Essex Regional Services Commission to provide auxiliary services under chapters 192, 193, again for St. Catherine students for the 2016-2017 school year. B22 is a motion to approve Scarillo, Cornell, Merlino, McKeever, and Osborne to serve as legal counsel to the Cedar Grove Board of Education during the 2016-2017 school year at an hourly rate of $165 an hour. B23 is a motion to approve a 48-month lease agreement with Atlantic Tomorrows for one Savin 8100S copy machine, lease fee of $668 per month, plus $463.75 for services and supplies as set forth therein. May I have a motion for those items, please?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Just a question, what's a folding machine? What's that
What
for?
are we folding?
Just what it sounds like, when you're doing mailings, the machine.
Oh, okay.
it literally
Oh.
folds
It has nothing to do with the patio
okay.
umbrellas, bases, and park benches.
I'm afraid not.
That's what I thought it was. I'm like, what the heck is a folding machine?
Look, that Nick DeCourt's working, he's working all angles, support staff, the outdoor laboratory, he's working.
Okay.
It will save a lot of time. The folding machine does save a tremendous amount of.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mr. Mandela?
Aye.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
And Mr. Sakala?
Yes. Under Personnel, may I have a motion for items S1 through S12? S1 is a motion to affirm the superintendent's report on harassment, intimidation, and bullying from the March 8th. It's March 8th when.
I'm circled it already, so.
Okay. 2016 meeting. S2 is a motion to approve the adjusted salary as set forth therein for the administrative staff member, retroactive to July 1st, 2015, according to our new CBA with the administrators. S3 is a motion to accept the resignation of Bernie Peer, custodian at the high school, effective August 1st, 2016. S4 is a motion to accept the resignation of Sandra Margulies, paraprofessional at North End School, effective April 18th, 2016. S5 is a motion to approve the request for a one-year general leave of absence for Heather Loretano, high school math teacher, effective June 30th, 2016. S6 is a motion to approve the adjusted longevity for Dale Lohman in the amount of $750 for the 2015-2016 school year. S7 is a motion to approve Robin Pelling, North End School Morning Care for 2015-2016 school year. S8 is a motion to approve the substitute teachers set forth therein, at the rate set forth therein. S9 is a motion to approve the decision by the Board of Education to adjust the district calendar to include an additional day off on Tuesday, May 31st for students and staff. And that's a give-back day for not using the full allotment of snow days. S10 is a motion to approve on first reading the AP History, Government, Politics, and Economics trip to class trip to Washington, D.C., to be held on May 20th, 2016, to May 24th, 2016. 27 students are traveling, and they will be accompanied by two teachers and our vice principal from the high school. S11 is a motion to approve on first reading the travel club trip to China, which will be held on June 23rd, 2016 to June 30th, 2016, to explore China's culture and history. There are 20 students traveling and will be accompanied by three teachers from the high school, as set forth in that item. And S12 is a motion to authorize attendance at the events set forth therein for the staff set forth in that item. May I have a motion for those items, please?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
I just have a question on two of the items, S2 and S6. Just, were they oversights? Because the contracts were done a long time ago. Why?
Yes, the contracts were done, you are correct. Call it a clerical error. What had happened was when they sent out, if you recall, there are 4 different collective bargain agreements. We have the principals agreement, the Director of Special Services agreement, the vice principal, and the, who am I missing?
Supervisor?
And the supervisor, thank you very much. And one of those 4 was.
You mean the guides,
with
not the
guides,
agreements?
salary
Right,
guides
because it's all one
themselves.
agreement. Okay.
Right, thank you.
Yep.
The wrong guide was included in that packet of 4, and it was realized after the fact, so we had to correct that.
So only these two were affected by the wrong guides?
Only
Well,
Mr. Kinney.
S6, right, and then S6.
S6,
was-
a longevity adjustment.
Well, that was for Dale Loman. Now, maybe Renee can speak to that. I don't exactly know what happened with Dale Loman's issue, but
That was a clerical error. That was a miscalculation as to the number of years of service
Oh,
in the
okay.
district.
Cool, thanks.
sure.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
I abstain from S1, but yes to S2 through S12.
Mr. Mandela?
I abstain from S1, but I to S2 through S12.
Okay, Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
And Mr. Sakala?
Yes. Under contracts, may I have a motion for S13? That's a motion to approve the parent transportation contract for the remainder of the 2015-2016 school year to Chapel Hill School for the student with the ID number listed therein, pending Executive County Superintendent approval. May I have a motion for that item, please?
So moved?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
Mr. Mandela?
Aye.
And Mr. Sakala?
Yes. The meeting is open to the public for comment for items either on or off the agenda. Seeing none, close that portion of the meeting. And we'll make the announcement of our future meetings. It's April 26, 2016 is our next meeting here in the North End Media Center, 7 o'clock for executive session, 8 o'clock for the regular meeting. And May 10th, 2016, same thing, 7 o'clock executive session, 8 o'clock for the regular meeting here in the North End Media Center. Are there any final comments by the board?
No, just one question. I know that's further out. I was just looking at the calendar. We do have 2 meetings in May, right? We'll have the 24th, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wanted to confirm. Thanks.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved?
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mr. Pavulovich?
Yes.
Mr. Mandela?
Aye.
And Mr. Sakala?
Yes, meeting is adjourned.